afternoon, everybody. Guess what? We are recording on a Saturday afternoon. Can you guess?
With some coffee on the side.
Oh my gosh, such yummy coffee.
This
I
coffee's
made a
delicious.
hazelnut coffee. So toasty and
Mhm.
yummy. And speaking of toasty, how about this great weather we're having? Oh my god, I love it.
I heard it like, this is it.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm sad.
I heard it yesterday. I'm like, what? Can it stay until like Christmas? They're like, nope, it's
Really?
gone.
That's it? Too bad.
At least for the next week. Maybe it comes back again, but today I think
Well,
it's like
not for nothing. I was freezing. I liked it, but I was really cold. And then my house retains like a lot of the cold
Mhm.
because it's an old house. And then you go outside and it's not as cold. My daughter was like, Mom, why is it so cold in the house? But then you can't put the heat on because it smells like your house is going to burn down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because we never turn it on. So when you turn it on, it's like, oh my God.
That happened to me when I first put it on. When I
Mhm.
first bought this house, it was during like winter time,
Mhm.
in quotes. And I went to put the heater on and I turned it off right away because I thought my house was going to go on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happen. I think that happens to everybody every time they turn the heater on because it's like, what's happening?
Yeah, that doesn't happen in New York. I don't
No.
know. That's a Florida thing. I was like,
That's a
and
Florida
then I
thing.
called my mother in a mad panic. Oh my God, my house is going to burn down.
Well, you have a chimney. Have you ever turned it on?
I
Have you
have.
ever used it?
Yeah, I have.
That's cool.
I love my chimney, although I don't get to use it very often.
Yeah.
But yes, I did use it a lot actually in the beginning when I first bought my house.
Yeah. No, now we just have like a week of winter in Miami, and we're like, okay, this is nice for a couple of days to wear your boots and your turtlenecks, and then it's like, getting old really quickly.
Yeah.
It gets cold.
And then people
We're
are
not
like,
used to that.
I want to wear my chancletas without socks.
Esta cosa de abrigo y bufanda demasiado.
No,
I
es
can't
como los
stand
chinos
it.
en Nueva York that they're walking around with chancletas with socks
Yes.
in the blizzard and
Yes.
like scarves and coats.
Yes.
I'm
I
like,
think that's like, it's a Cuban, los viejos usan la chancleta con media. The Indians, you know, like the, from
Mhm.
India, you know, like
Mhm.
the things, Hindu, and los chinos.
and I hate to say it, but a lot of young people here, I see them walking around with like guys with
Yeah.
with socks and chancletas.
No.
What's up with that?
No, sí,
The
but
slip-on
it's-
chancletas.
But it's different. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
The other ones, so usan los que son, you know, croc looking type of things in a way. Like they,
No,
you
I'm
know,
not talking about
with like
Crocs.
Velcro and stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's so ugly. We need to get rid of that. It's not a cute trend.
No, I agree with you.
Anyway, really, this is not what we're here to talk
No.
about today. What are we here to talk about? Todo lo malo. Fuera.
Pa'
Todo
fuera,
lo
pa' la
bueno.
calle.
Pa' acá. Anyway, so we are talking about Hispanic traditions
Mhm.
for the new year.
Yes.
All
The rituals.
the good rituals. Que te traen el monicaco.
¿Qué es eso?
El dinero. El money.
Monicaco.
El money.
¿Qué es lo que es monicaco? Did you just make up a word?
I just made it up.
Monicaco?
El monicaco. And you know, all the stuff that everybody tells you, oh, you have to do this, you know, to ring in the new year for the luck,
Mhm.
for the love, for the this, for the that, you know. So
That's true. Like, you know, there's
Mhm.
different rituals. Like, if you want money, if you want, qué sé yo, just prosperity, if you want love, yeah, there's definitely different things. So this episode is all about rituals. So hopefully you need to listen to this before the 31st so you know what to do. Because you need to buy some things.
because you gotta have all this on that day.
Yes.
You have to have all this equipment. You have
Yes.
garments. You
Yes.
have food. All kinds of good stuff.
You have things to buy in order to be ready, for sure.
Yes.
Yes.
How about candles? We don't have candles on this list. Does anybody do anything with candles, you think?
Not that I know of.
No.
Not
Mm.
unless there's some guacaration thing going on.
I'm sure there's a lot of wacaration
Oh,
going
sure.
on for the 31st.
I've never done anything like that for the 31st, though. Involving candles?
No, me either.
Me neither.
No.
If you know anything about, you know, let us know. DM us.
Yes. So this is a very famous one, the 12 grapes at midnight.
I thought it said the 12 grapes of Christmas.
On the first grape of Christmas, mi mamá me metió un grito.
This is everybody. I mean, I think not just Latins. Is that just a Latin thing? Do
I think
Americans
so.
do this?
No, I don't know
Okay.
any Americans that eat grapes.
Molly,
No.
They eat grapes throughout the year, but not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know that they do 12 grapes. I've never experienced an American doing that.
I don't know if this is a Latin thing or just a Cuban thing, but definitely Cubans, you will see everybody has their little cup with 12 grapes. It doesn't matter if they're red or green. Hopefully get them seedless.
How about when you pass by and there's people eating the grapes from the cups, and my mother's like, and then you have to count them all over again because you get shanked.
Yes, so you gotta have the 12 grapes, y tu vasito de champagne, or we do cider, because everybody, I don't really like champagne, number one, and then if there's kids, kids need to do this too. So
please don't give kids alcohol.
They do sidra. But the 12 grapes represent kind of like something good for every month.
Right, of the year.
So it's kind of like you should, number one, you have to, it's so funny because you have to eat them as the clock strikes.
Yeah, you have to hurry up and don't choke. And don't stick them all in your mouth at once.
So you have to eat them right before the clock, ends, las 12 campanadas.
And you have to make a wish, with each grape that you eat.
It's kind of like, okay, this one's for prosperity. This one's for health.
I know.
This
after the fifth grape, you're like, what am I going to ask for? You start repeating wishes.
Okay, ya Fidel se fue. Esta pa, qué sé yo. I don't know.
You start repeating the wishes. You're like, okay,
more money.
Bueno.
More love.
More love. Oh my God.
More prosperity.
And then you're like, do you need a wish? Can I lend you one of mine? We can barter the grapes.
Sometimes I do it, but sometimes I don't love grapes, number one. So it's like, 12 grapes, I'm like, oh man, that's a lot.
Have a little piece of cheese and a cracker.
There's no time, man. There's no time.
There's so much pressure.
No, it's 12, you have like 12 campanadas.
And
12
then
grapes.
my mother's there like, apúrate, está comiendo, está pidiendo deseo. Mira, ven. And I was like, oh my God, this is so this is supposed to be like a fun thing. You're making it so stressful.
No. I don't. Have you seen the grapes they're selling now? They're like super huge. It's like, my God.
They're like mutant grapes.
Como tres porque
mutant grapes.
I bet I do have 6 grapes. Este año 6 grapes porque está muy grande.
Get a big grape and cut it in 4.
Honestly, they're so big nowadays.
Oh my God.
But yeah, you do it with a little champagne thing too, and just you toast it. They go hand in hand.
So, which I didn't know that this tradition originated in Spain, and then through Mexico and Latin American countries, they do it too. So there's our answer. It's not only Cubans.
Well, there you go.
It's everybody.
Everybody does it.
Everybody's on the grape bandwagon. And then, so this one too I've heard of, but I thought it was more like, I guess yellow. You have to wear yellow undergarments, people.
¿Para qué?
Para el amor.
Really?
And the good luck. And all the happy stuff that happens in between the yellow undergarments.
I think we're going to check with our Colombian friend, but I think that's a Colombian tradition, the yellow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've always heard red.
I think yellow is for good luck. I think red is for love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. A white for peace, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever, dude. Just put all the colors on, one on top of the other. Because Lord knows we need that sometimes.
You're going to look like you're going to go to Cuba. Con todas las cosas ropa.
Can you imagine?
When you go to Cuba,
Sir.
So many things on.
Do you have any more clothes that you'd like to weigh before you go on this flight?
Yeah, so I've definitely heard of the underwear. And people, let's get new underwear for New Year's, okay?
That's so ugly. I thought you were going to say, wear clean underwear. Because if you're wearing dirty underwear, oh my God, it's so ugly.
If you wear dirty underwear, eso
no.
No se te va a dar nada, olvídate.
No, eso es lo que te da es tremenda
Lo que vas a traer es caca.
Más peste y alejación.
Tiene que ser nuevecito and, go to Victoria's Secret and get a new pair of underwear.
I know. Isn't that crazy how everything now is the go-to is Victoria's Secret?
Yeah.
I wish I owned that company. Do they have...
Do
they have stock?
I don't know.
We need to check that out. Anyway, get yourself a clean new underwear.
Yes. They should be brand new.
Because you got to start the year off new and fresh.
That's actually another ritual, another tradition that people do. New clothes.
New clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like a new outfit.
That's a good reason to go shopping. And get new shoes too while you're at it.
Yeah, like a new everything.
Ay, qué bueno. Me gusta.
This one, I've definitely done this for myself. Walking around the block with a suitcase.
Oh, yeah.
I've definitely done that.
If you're not Cuban and you're looking out the window at your Cuban neighbors, you're going to think we're nuts. Because I've done this. My mother used
Yes.
to grab us all and be like, "Cojo la maleta!" And then you're like running up and down the block, and you're saying, "I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm traveling, I'm doing all this stuff," and it's like because you're kind of manifesting for the new
Traveling,
year,
yes.
traveling and new experiences and like all this good stuff,
Yes.
right? While you're have your empty suitcase running like a crazy down the block.
People, it could be empty. You don't have to actually pack anything, okay? Just
No.
an empty suitcase.
Yeah, don't pack your suitcase unless you're really going on a trip. Then
unless you're really going, yeah.
But yeah,
an empty suitcase will do.
Yes, and if you don't travel with a suitcase, then take your backpack. I don't know, something would
no,
that
because then you're gonna be. I think you need to like the suitcase needs to match your aspiration.
Yeah,
like
but
if
what
you want
about
to go on I want to go to Europe this year. Get a big suitcase.
I know.
If you want to go backpacking, get a backpack.
No, my
if you're gonna
dream
go to Cuba,
is
compra un gusano.
I know, chica, no. Ay, Dios mío, un gusano para carajo.
It needs to match your destination.
Yes,
right?
But I have this thing that I really want to do, and I'm going to do it. I believe in myself.
Okay.
I believe.
What new ritual are you starting?
No, I'm not starting a new ritual. I just want to go with a backpack and have my bare essentials that I need, right? Get on a plane.
Didn't we start doing that one year? We started saying, all we need is just a toothbrush and a credit card. And then we're like, no, but you need
I need an underwear. And then I need a bra. And then I need deodorant.
Then deodorant.
Because I can't stink.
Yeah.
And then I need maybe a little perfume.
Yeah.
And then we need a change of clothes.
By the time we finish,
and we need a pair of sneakers.
By the time we finish,
you need a carry-on.
You need a suitcase.
You need a freaking carry-on. No, but so that's my goal. Like I just want to go like to another country in a land far, far away with a backpack, and then just go and buy whatever I need when I'm on vacation. Oh, that would be
That's
so
called
nice.
Spontaneity.
That's what I want to do.
No, then we said, okay, you need your passport. You need money.
No, forget it. It's freaking sabotage.
It was like, forget it. We need a suitcase, whatever.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to let you guys know how it went.
But that's definitely, if you see people in your neighborhood walking around with those suitcases, they're Cuban people. I would hope and I would imagine that everybody in Cuba does this.
Do people in Cuba do that?
I don't know.
I don't even think they have suitcases. They probably have the gusanos left over from the visitors.
I don't know, but honestly, they should be doing this every year.
Yeah, with a big hope to get the heck out of there because pobre.
This next one's kind of freaky, and I've never heard of it.
Me either, until now.
Yeah.
So this is called burning muñecos. I guess it's big in other countries because
in Ecuador supposedly.
Yeah,
right?
in Ecuador, other places, they have people that, get these muñecos after Christmas. They burn them for the new year. And it's meant to represent like you're getting rid of the old year and you're burning it and you're saying goodbye to the past, which I kind of like. I mean, I think that's good. I mean, it's a little weird. You have these big creepy muñecos that you're burning.
You know what it reminds me of? Which I guess it doesn't have anything to do with that. But, ¿cómo se dice eso? Que you get a thing and it's like the spirit of the person. Mm-hmm. And then you put like a needle on it and like wherever you touch, voodoo. That's what it reminds me of. When I read like muñecos and stuff and I'm like, ay. Pero no, I guess. I don't know.
No, I guess I mean, hopefully you're not burning a doll that looks like your husband or your wife or something. And you're like, that's really creepy. You better run.
Yeah, but I wonder, like, what shape of muñeco do you make? Do you make, like, with a face and stuff? Or what do you do? Like,
I guess they have these, like, old, like, I would think even, like, some old doll-looking thing or whatever. I don't know.
People from Ecuador, let us know.
Yes.
How is it that you do it?
And this one's good too. It's all about eating the lentils. This is for the big morning caco. This is for the morning.
Yeah. But we do this on the first of the year.
Yes.
This is like you eat lentils. Mm-hmm. You have to make a thing of lentils.
Big pot of lentils. Yes. Everybody comes over and you're like, oh, yay.
Yeah.
Ven pa' dinero. Ven pa' acá, comerte las lentejas.
Lenteja for the new year, and that means money. Yeah.
I love lentejas.
I like lentejas too. I don't mind eating it. So
no, I love it. I'm like, can I have seconds? Because I want to have more money.
Even if it doesn't give me money, give me lenteja con un pedazo de pan. Delicious.
Oh my God, so good.
My mom makes good
Plus,
lentejas.
it's nutritious too.
Yes.
Has a lot of iron.
Yes.
I highly recommend the lentils.
It is a very good, healthy dish to start off the year, too.
Don't get Progresso lentils out of a can. If you don't know how to make lentils, go to somebody's house that does go eat them there.
Does Progresso make lentil?
All these canned lentils, ugly. Don't eat that. Fail.
No. If you can't, people, if you want lentils and you don't have anybody, like family, whatever, that makes it, go to any Cuban food by the pound place. Yes. On the first, everybody will have lenteja.
Are they open?
Yeah. Hello.
On the first?
Cubans don't close, man.
Yeah, for food?
No.
It's like 24 hours.
No, because our thing is like, we're like the Jewish. Like we celebrate like the eve of. Mm-hmm. So the 24th is more important than the 25th for us.
I know, that's true. But then on the first, everybody wants to relax and taking a break. But there are a lot of places that are open. That's true.
Yes, everybody's open.
You could have a big bowl of lentejas. Yummy, yummy. And then we have this holding money at midnight. I have never done this, but this is a good... Yes. I think I'm going to do that this year.
I did not remember that, but I do. When I read it, I was like, oh, my aunt always does that. Un billetico de 20 pesos.
Pero, I was just going to say, does it matter the amount of the bill?
I guess it needs to be commensurate with.
Yeah, I want a big one. We all want big bills.
Yeah, like $100 bill. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you should put it. I think you should probably put it in your left hand. Because they say when your left hand itches, is because you're getting money. Mm. And when your right hand itches is because you're going to lose money or waste money or spend money. Mm-hmm. So you should hold it with your left hand. You hold the money with the left hand, and you hold the cider or the champagne in your right hand.
And a grape in your mouth.
And the grape, I don't know, you got to do like bobbing apples. You got to be like...
And hopefully you have already put a grape in your mouth.
Yes.
And we have more. You have your yellow underwear on, clean.
Yes. Yellow and red.
Yellow and red, one on top of the other.
It's okay. We're not judging.
With your suitcase next to you.
Yes.
And we have more. Stay tuned because this is a little test. We're going to have you're going to have to do all this together. Good times. And then you have to have either the champagne or the cider because that's supposed to welcome in the new year. And then I had never heard of this before. And I don't know if you have. But they say that the Latins drop a gold ring into the champagne glass to bring money. Well, is this your own ring you're throwing into your champagne glass? I don't know. Because I don't know anybody that bountiful. You go to their house and they're like, oh, here's some champagne with a gold ring inside. Ay, mira, look at the estoy regalando.
I guess you got to put in your own, your own ring. I don't have.
If your freaking champagne starts turning green, then you know what's up.
I don't own a gold ring.
No? No gold? No. At all? Not even real gold?
What do you mean not even real gold? That's what I'm talking about.
No, but you can have a silver, like a gold-plated ring.
Oh, I thought it meant like a real gold ring.
No, I'm assuming it's real gold. It's supposed to be real gold. I don't know. But you don't own any gold rings?
No.
I
think they're all got gold plated. I mean, I'm not engaged. I haven't been married. I don't have an actual gold ring.
It doesn't matter. I have gold rings that I never wear, but from...
Maybe my graduation ring, does that count? High school graduation.
If it's real gold, yeah.
Así lo limpio.
Ew. This is good. Be like, I wonder why I'm sick all of a sudden. Or they say, throw fruit in the champagne, like strawberries, cherries, because that's supposed to bring you love. And again, with the gold ring, that brings fidelity. Yeah, whatever, people.
Bueno. I guess fidelity if you are with somebody. I don't know.
Since when does a gold ring... Mira, don't even get me started because those are many episodes before this one. No gold ring is going to bring fidelity. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything. It's not a chastity belt or anything like that. It's a gold ring.
Let me tell you que si yo hago todo esto, me pongo los Blumen rojo, hago lo del anillo, and I put the strawberries, me como los lentils. ¿Qué más era para amor? And I'm still single. By the end of next year, esto es una mierda. Esto no funciona. Es mierda con mierda. I'm going to tell you guys, oye, no hagan nada que no funciona.
Yeah, for next year, we'll let you know. We'll let you know what happens.
If you do this and don't do anything else, like you don't sign up to a dating app, you don't go out when somebody asks you out, olvídese que no van a encontrar nada.
I wonder how many people resolve at the beginning of the year to meet people through dating apps. I wonder if the analytics go up.
I'm sure. Sure. Yeah.
I know.
I'm sure that's a resolution. You know what? I need to put myself out there. Yeah. And people was like, okay, let me start.
Man, so just like gym memberships, those app memberships
Eso
go up.
funciona, sí, pero
They
like
spike.
maybe for like the next, the first
And then
couple weeks,
everybody drops off of Valentine's Day because then they have like phobias. They'll be like, "Oh my God, it's Valentine's Day. I don't want to."
No, pero like whoever goes to the gym regularly, they must hate the New Year's. Like aquí están todos lo que están haciendo.
Los arrimados.
Tú sabes cómo se llama, the resolutions, y estar aquí llegando a las máquinas.
All these resolutions, you need to leave.
Y después no hay ninguna máquina, no hay ninguna bicicleta que te pueda montar. It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because
let's just give it a couple weeks. The mundo se va.
Yeah. I'm so cynical. I'm like, yeah, everybody joins in January and they all stop going in February.
It's true. It's very true.
It's true.
Eso siempre pasa también.
Speaking of which, I have to cancel my gym membership.
Wait until the end. Wait until like mid-January.
No. I really do. I think I got to do that tomorrow because I've been slacking. I haven't gone to the gym because I'm doing it at home. Because they don't have a kid care there, so I can't, I can't go at any time, after 5 because my daughter, I have nowhere to leave her. So I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna cancel it and keep working out at home.
Well, that would be part of your New Year's resolution, which is an episode that's coming. So check us out. Check it out because we're gonna have a resolutions episode as well.
Yes, and this one I don't like. Because I do this all the I do this all the time.
Eso ya, you should.
Esto es mierda con mierda.
No.
Cleaning the house, really? Like, I do this all the time. I feel like Cinderella. Or La Esclava Isaura. Better. I feel like La Esclava Isaura.
Honestly. Cleaning the house, you should clean it out. Sí, lo mismo, vas a salir de lo viejo. Empezar con una casa limpia. Although I will tell you though, one time before we bought the house that we're living in now, before we used to rent it, and it was kind of like, we always had talked about like buying it basically from the owners, because they're like the former owners were like family, like within our family. They were like family friends, not relatives, but everybody like knew them for like ever. So they owned the house. We moved into the house. We rented for a few years, and then we decided we want to buy. And we talked to them. We want to buy your house, and they're like, perfect. We'll sell it to you, no problem. We started with the paperwork, and then they changed their minds. And then we had the money, we were ready to buy, so we're like, no, forget it. If you don't want to sell us their house, that's fine, but we need to start looking for a house because we have the money and we're ready to buy. So we started working with a realtor, we started looking at the houses, blah, blah, blah. But I think when we did that, like we were ready to buy a house already and we had actually like put in an offer. I want to tell you, this is maybe like a Saturday night or Sunday night. And for some reason, my mom and I started cleaning the house. And we just started cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. Esa cosa de limpiar la casa, whatever. Empezamos a limpiar la casa. Y esa noche vino the owner of the house to tell us that they had changed their minds again and they will sell the house to us. And then immediately we called the realtor that we had been working in and canceled the contract. And we said, no, this happened and we want to buy this house. And so I think it works. It works for many things.
Well, I think cleansing your home of negative vibration, negative energy, that definitely exists because I can attest to it.
And oneself también.
And then I think a house that is not cluttered
well, that's the whole feng shui
is good too because it's allowing the energy to flow and you're not creating obstacles. This is like my personal belief, because my house is very open. Like, I'm not blaming anybody or like criticizing anybody if you have tchotchkes like in every single corner of your house. I mean, that's everybody's prerogative. But I know people that their house is so full of stuff that you can't even walk. And it's like they're a hot mess. And I'm like, dude, because you got to clean your house. You have to declutter your house.
Well, that's the whole what is it, base of like feng shui, right? Like, to energy flowing and mirrors here and the door's got to be positioned this way and things like that. Even the furniture. Even the furniture.
Even a lot of people believe in not buying homes that are in a certain direction. Like it has to be facing southwest or whatever. I mean, I don't know because I don't follow feng shui, but I have heard of that. But just to have, I don't know, I'm the kind of person where I need clarity and I need, like, I'm not a hoarder and I don't like clutter. So whenever I can declutter something and donate it, I do it.
Yeah. Not only, I know somebody that they either bought a house based on like feng shui principles or they built their house based on feng shui principles. I forget which one they did. They live close to you, actually. They did that.
Did it work?
She's got a lot of money, so I
Bueno,
guess it did
that's
work.
because she did the lentejas and she did the Mónica con la mano and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And the yellow underwear.
She probably did.
This is funny because I remember when I was younger, my grandmother and my mother used to do this. They would throw water, not out the window, because even though some people say throw it out the window, but be careful where you're throwing it. There's some people walking by.
That's why if you're living in an apartment building.
An apartment building. Like you throw water out the window, good luck.
No, tiene que cuidado.
Yeah, or they would do it, they would throw it out the door.
Yeah,
the water.
That's what we did. I've done it.
Yeah.
I've definitely done that.
So you're getting rid of all this bad stuff, and like you're starting off the new year fresh, and then, and then there's a superstition that I had never heard of, that it goes with that throwing water on somebody. That if you don't like them and you throw water on them, then it can cause you bad luck. I don't know. For that, you might as well get the hose, pa carajo. If you're gonna get bad luck,
I mean, no, don't do that. Don't throw water on people. I don't know. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be dirty water, people. You just get a pot of water, like you're gonna make spaghetti. That's not a big deal. It's just water.
Well, not even just fill it up with water.
Yeah,
and throw it out the door.
Outside, and then you throw it out to the street.
Yeah.
Don't throw it on your front yard. Don't throw it. Just throw it out to the street. And you know, que se vaya todo malo, and blah, blah, blah. You say your little prayer, whatever you want to say. Guácara con guácara, todo lo malo para afuera, para afuera, para la calle.
Para afuera, para la calle.
Todo malo para afuera, todo lo bueno que entre, like whatever. Yes. Whatever you want to say.
And this one kind of reminded me of a flamingo.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
Never heard of
this
either.
What is that supposed to do?
Standing on one foot. It reminds me of flamingo.
¿Pero para qué? What does that do?
So they're saying that if you start the year on the right foot.
Oh, okay. Right? Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Play on words.
This is the year to start on the right foot.
On the right foot.
So then as the clock strikes midnight, while you're stuffing your face with grapes and holding on to everything, and you have your yellow and your red underwear on.
And you got the money on your left hand and your cider on the right hand.
On the right. And your suitcase is next to you. You need to stand
and the pot of water.
And the pot of water. You need to stand on your right foot.
Ay, Dios mío.
Remember to take a picture or have somebody take a picture of you doing this and send it to us.
Oh my God. money in the left hand, cider, a cup of cider in the right. You're standing on the right foot. You have your suitcase next to you, your pot of water. Yes. And somebody's feeding you grapes, throwing grapes at you. I don't know.
Your yellow and red underwear.
Your yellow and red underwear for sure.
Yes.
Yes.
And then good
luck.
And
the pot of lentejas going. La olla de lentejas.
Oh my God.
La lenteja está remojando. Se puede remojar.
Yes.
Oh, I get that. Okay. Standing on the right foot. Okay.
So you're standing on the right foot like a flamingo. And you're like, try not to lose your balance while you're doing this.
Too many things.
I know. And then this, my mom every year did this. Before, like, you know, the new year, she would call, Oye, ¿ya viste lo que dice Huarte? And I was like, what? Initially, when she used to do this to me, I'm like, Ma, who's Huarte? And then because she would call me in New York. Yeah, she would call me in New York. Niña, Huarte Mercado. ¿Cómo que quién es Huarte? And then I was like, oh, okay, no, Ma, I haven't read. Pues mira a ver si compras la revista. Because ya yo tengo la mía. And she would tell me all this stuff.
Cosmopolitan.
And she would read all of our horoscopes. All her kids' horoscopes. Yes. Including her own, and she would say, mira, Juan te dice que tienes que hacer esto y esto y esto, porque este año te viene fenomenal. I was like, every year she tells me, it's going to be fabulous. And I was like, oh my God, so great. And then, what happens?
But that's because you didn't do what you thought you
I know, and she's like, you need to buy this and you need to buy that. Okay, Ma, I'm going to buy it. And she's like, tú no vas a comprar nada.
Like, you're right. Yeah, I'm not going to buy anything.
So, yeah, my mother was an avid follower, and she would read it all the time, and she would, like, and we would go over to the house, and we would get the magazine and start reading it and all the different, but the horoscopes, they were long.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a mini book.
Well, you know, there's like different, there's this website that I like. It's kind of like pretty, I don't want to say accurate because whatever, it is a general thing. Her name is Jessica Adams. She's British. And she has on her website is like weekly, daily, I want to say monthly and yearly. So they tell you, what to expect. I always look that up. And December, like towards,
And she's good?
Yeah, I think she's, just gives you a general idea. I mean, like I said, it's a general, horoscope. But I always look for those things to see what is Sagittarius, what's the new year like for Sagittarius. I do that.
Yeah.
And there's another one that's called Cafe Astrology.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the name of it. And it tells you what to expect month by month. Like literally. And that one's a little bit more accurate because you put your birthday.
Oh, that's
You
good.
put your birthday.
Yeah.
And then they tell you what you can expect every month.
I found this lady this week.
So you can check that out too.
On YouTube, and she was really good. It deals with your natal chart.
Oh, well, yeah.
And very accurate.
I mean,
and the good thing about her is that for your sign, which I was totally unaware of, they have, how did she describe this? Because I don't know, like my lingo on astrology is not as fluid. I guess your degrees, the degrees that they have of your sign.
Yeah.
So if you're born, let's say in the month of January, so there's 3 ways of dividing the months. Like if you're in early January, mid-January, or late January. And then depending on those dates that you were born, she gives you the information on that. Whereas other ones that you listen to are very general. Like they don't tell you.
Is she like, do you have to put in like your time of birth and stuff like that?
No, these are on YouTube, and she says the good thing about it is that she says that if you were born between this date and this date, you're in early January. Sign in this sign. If you were born between this date and this date, you're a mid in this sign. I will. I can't remember her name right now, but which I thought was really good, because then from what she's reading on the chart, you know what applies to you.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't have your exact information, so it's never going to be precise. Yeah. But it could be close to it.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
She was very, very good.
You tell me the information, I'll look it up.
I will. And so that's what we have for the 12 days of Christmas.
These are the most important, the ones that we have put to the test. Yes. We have done ourselves for years and years and years.
Well, I shouldn't say the first day, it's 12 days of Christmas. It's really for the new year.
And this is for the new year.
Yes.
All the things that you could do to improve your chances at a perhaps better year filled with more love. Everybody can use a little bit more love, more money, more prosperity,
health.
Put
the health before the love and the money and all that other stuff.
Health is number one.
I think like don't go, crazy saying I have to go to the gym every day and all that stuff. That doesn't work. Like ease into stuff, resolve to.
Thank God.
How about it's just like resolve to be better to yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
Instead of making all these, resolutions that you're not going to keep.
Yeah.
I think just little by little, be more aware of taking care of you.
We'll definitely we'll go into deeper about resolutions, because I definitely I have resolved to definitely take better care of myself for the next year.
That's a good one.
So we'll get to that in another episode, but take this with a grain of salt. What about anything of salt and sugar? Have you ever heard anything with salt and sugar?
I never have. No. Other than if you drop salt, throw it over your shoulder, because it's the evil.
Well, didn't you make
wagara wagara?
What about, this is not really for the New Year's, but you made one time for Christmas a meal of the Italian, which is 7.
Oh yeah, the 7
isn't that
dishes.
Isn't that for something for luck or something? No.
Yeah.
Isn't
that it all goes? I mean, every culture has their own thing. Yeah.
But for us, el puerco no significa nada. We just always make puerco con arroz y frijol y yuca.
Puerco con arroz y frijol.
El puerco no significa nada.
I'm sure if we researched it and we did more in-depth knowing about it, it has to mean something.
I don't know.
I'm sure it came back from many, many moons ago.
I don't know about that. But what is that? What is it? You make 7 seafood dishes?
7 different dishes.
Seafood or fish?
It could be seafood and fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to bring luck.
Good luck.
Okay. Mm-hmm. See? Yeah, I'm sure other cultures have something too,
Yeah.
Maybe our thing is the lentils.
The lentils.
Maybe that's our thing.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has something,
Yeah.
that they put their spin on.
Yeah.
And I think everything works if you believe it's going to work.
I think
regardless
so too.
of what it is. I mean, if it's all
Faith.
good and it has good behind it and you have good intentions and you firmly believe in it, it'll work.
Yes.
Yeah. So remember, get your grapes, get your yellow underwear, your red underwear, your suitcase, burn your muñecos, eat your lentils, hold your money, drink your apple cider, clean your house, smudge.
Clean your house.
Get rid of stuff, purge, throw water out the front door into the street, stand on one foot, and read Guatemecado con mucho, mucho amor.
And with that, we leave you. Thank you for listening.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. We're on YouTube, Google Play Music, Spotify, Radio Public. Remember, share, like, and subscribe.